What's up everyone, it's Sam from 64 Wheels, back with more diecast, and today we're going to be unboxing the first wave of the 2024 Hot Wheels Neon Speeders line. So this set has 8 cars in it, just like the previous set. Last year in 2023 is when this line debuted. They also introduced this new wheel style in this line, if I remember correctly. All 8 cars looking good. I liked them. I did an unboxing of them and I will link that down in the description. They all have very high impact neon colors, matching wheels, just a good variation of castings. There's some fantasy, obviously some license. There was a variation in the R35 GTR. This base has a little bit of the body detail in it. This one does not. It's not an error. That is an actual variation that is known to exist. So if you're collecting them, just be aware. But I really like this line. It's priced a little high, just like all these other Walmart exclusive lines are, whatever you store exclusives. They are $375, I believe now after tax. I think the actual retail price is $349. So a buddy of mine did some hunting and he was able to hunt down all of these for me, but I think it took him 2 or 3 trips when he was hunting to hunt these down. So we will go over each of them here and take a look because they are, I believe they are all licensed. Yeah. So last year we had what, 2? We had the Rally Cat and the GT Hunter. I think this is called, right? Yeah, GT Hunter, which actually I think this looks excellent in these colors. Same thing with the Rally Cat. It's very yellow. Like this, I'm surprised the camera is even picking up like how bright this is. But this year, all, or at least this wave, all licensed. So we already know, if you've seen previews online, we already know there's a second wave coming this year with some even cooler cars in it. So as soon as I get that one or buy it or have somebody else hunt it down, I will unbox those as well. So here we have the 70 Toyota Celica in a green base color with a very like psychedelic paint mixed, I don't know, livery, I guess that's what you call it. Really cool casting. I like it. Next up, the Datsun 510 wagon. This is always a chronic, hard to find casting. I like it. It's that digital camo. It does have a detailed grille. There you can see it is the grossed printer style tampos, where the rest of the car is the ink style tampos, like the press style. So they're mixing it up here. Next up, we have the Nissan Skyline 2000 GT-R, the Ken Mary. Also a pink base on this one with that like blue and green, I don't know, what do you call that? Like geometric camouflage. I kind of like it. I like how the circle is perfectly circle, even surrounded by like the triangles. I think that looks good. That'll be a cool one to open. Next up, we have the 95 RX7 Drift. This is super cool because this is only the second time we've ever gotten this casting in Hot Wheels casting history. The first one was in the ID line, which has been very hard to hunt down, and the prices for that line and those cars have gone up pretty significantly since they stopped making them. So this is the first casting outside of that line. So there you can probably see where the Hot Wheels logo was, or is, that's where the chip for the ID line used to be. So I did an unboxing of the ID car, and I will put that in the description as well if you want to see that one, because this is an excellent casting. I hope we see it more. I hope we also see more of the S14 Drift casting, because I really like that one. So that'll be a cool one to open. Next up, we have the 95 Mitsubishi Eclipse. This one was debuted last year in the basic line in the Fast and the Furious. It has only been released one other time. I think that was it. It's the Fast and the Furious line, the basic line, then it was in the premium, the 2-packs at Target, and now this one. So this will also be a cool one to open. The orange base will be interesting to see on that one too. Next up, the Honda S2000. So this is a little bit different color than the Rally Cat. As you can see, it's lighter. The Rally Cat's a much more like, almost like a green or yellow, if that makes sense. But this is very bright. You can almost not see the difference of the white when you hold it backwards because it's so bright, but it looks great. I think the white wheels look good on it, so I'm looking forward to opening that one. Next up, we have the custom 01 Acura Integra GSR. This is cool, black base. It's got more of that almost like tribal geometric, I guess you would call that, would you call that camo, flames? I don't know what you call that, just the design, but I like it. I like how the color is gradient over the whole body. That'll be a fun one. And lastly, we have the Nissan 350Z. Not the best casting, but it looks cool. We've got the Yokohama. These all have a lot of good tampos on them. These wheels look significantly too small for that opening. Do they not? Good Lord. Look at that wheel gap. That is huge. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we'll go ahead and open them. And also I wanted to point out, Someone last time, and I didn't realize this, I can't remember, a couple people pointed this out, but that these cars will actually glow under black light because of the neon. So if you've ever messed with anything black light, you'll know that white stuff or bright colors usually have a glowing effect under a black light. So I have one here. I'm going to hit it real quick just to see if it'll actually work. So there, I don't know if you can really see. So we'll what we'll do is we'll unbox them, turn the lights off, and then I'll take the flashlight over all of them so you can see how they actually glow, because that is pretty cool. So I'm surprised Hot Wheels hasn't done a like a commercial or something with these to advertise that, because I think that's basically like a free feature of these. They're already neon. Why not go ahead and advertise that? Especially because I think more people would buy them, or at least be aware of that function. Maybe not buy them, but let's see. Okay. I'm going to put these back in order here so we can open them up. So, all right, let's go ahead and open the first one. This is the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR. I'm not saving the packages for these because these are going to be cool to have out of the package. But, all right, so this one does have full tampos. It also has those are the printer style tampos up front, but it does have the GTR in the grille. The back does say GTR as well. Horrible tampos. They're the printer style ones. They're just terrible. But the actual body itself, this Skyline in the Japanese, the geometric shapes, those all look pretty good. Those are the traditional ink style tampos, pad stamp that look really good. So it has green wheels. Overall, a good looking car in pink. There's not too much detail that we have to cover because most of the epicness is in the actual paint job itself. So I really like that one. I like the pink base color. I think that fits that car very well. Cool. Okay, there's the first one. Next up, the Datsun 510 wagon. This one, I swear, this is just any version of this casting is so hard to hunt down. This and what's the other one? The R34. I think both of these are probably the most hoarded Hot Wheels castings of recent. But look at that Datsun, how sharp that is. It's got the Japanese, the Sparko. I like the almost digital camo on there. But that front tampo are the printer style tampos, the Sparko. Looks good though, pink wheels. All these, I believe, have plastic chassis. Unlike the Silver line, the actual Silver line, these don't have any metal chassis, I don't believe. That 510 is pretty sharp too. This is a good looking car. I like that it's roof, hood, and all the sides. I think that looks good. I think you get a good bang for your buck on this one for sure. Nice, that looks so good. I know they do make a track set of these, but I haven't bought it. I don't know anyone locally like that I know collects actually owns it. So I might have to buy it and do a video on it at some point if these keep coming out. But all right, the 70 Celica. Yep, plastic base. Here it's got, are those printer style? Those are printer style. Nothing on the front because it does have the actual like glass headlights which are a piece of the plastic. This is an interesting paint scheme. It's got a black line. It does have the AEM performance logo on it. I don't really get the black line through it. I guess it's just supposed to be a racing stripe. It looks okay, but here, like when you look at it just up from above, I'm like, why didn't they just keep the cool design on there? I would have liked to see more of that than the black stripe because it's a neon line. I'm not buying it for the black stripe. From the side, it doesn't look bad though. It's a green base color, which is cool. Again, it is different from the last green base color. This one is almost like an emerald. I wouldn't even say that. It's just a more regular green matte color, where this is like a neon green matte color. But I like them both. I think I like the green on the Celica a little better. But I like that color. Cool. Okay, this one is probably going to be the best one. 95 Mazda RX7 Drift. I'm so excited about this one. Whoop. All right. So this one, if you haven't ever seen this casting, it is a different version than any other RX-7 we have. It does have the wing, and it has the front bumper missing in place of the bash bar, which is part of the interior casting there. Yeah, this one has a plastic chassis, and there you can see right the ID card. It would have had a box right about there around this whole part right here where the Hot Wheels logo is, and that would have been the ID, like the RFID chip area for the ID car. But I think those pad stamped. Those are pad stamped. Nice. So those are pad stamped tampos, not the printer style. I think that says Hot Wheels, but fully Japanese on this. There's no English on this model at all, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I like this one. This looks excellent. Man, I hope they come out with this car more. This and the S14 Drift I'd like to see a lot more of, but that's pretty cool. That bash bar is rad. Oh, I want to play with it. Like, I want to drive it around, but it's kind of a hard casting to find, so I can't, like, ruin it or anything. But 95 Mitsubishi Eclipse. Next up, in orange. That is a super bright orange. This one might be giving the camera some trouble. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. But those are pad stamped. That one's a little bit messier. That one doesn't look as bad. It looks like the whole car is pad stamped. Let's see on the back. Yep. So those are full pad stamped tampos. I wish there was a little area between the spoiler and the trunk, because that obviously isn't very realistic, especially when you have two wing uprights or spoiler uprights. I wish that wasn't there, but we're getting this car in the basics, so I guess we'll take what we can get on that one. But I do actually like the headlight design. I don't think they're bad. Again, we have another geometric, almost like splash style camo or design. This one doesn't have, it says Sparko. Does it have any Japanese on it? I don't think so. Nope. Just got some Sparko logoing with the pink wheels, but it looks pretty good. I don't hate this car. I just wish that part wasn't there. Okay. Next up, the S2000. This super bright yellow. My gosh, this thing is crazy. It is so bright in real life. It's crazy. It is. It's almost so bright that it borderlines on white. So let's see if we can compare it to this one now that it's out of the package. Yeah, you can definitely see it is a lot. This one's a lot brighter. Or I wouldn't say this one's, I'm sorry, this one's a lot darker. The bottom one is a lot brighter. It's more, it looks like this would have had like a black primer base, and it looks like this one would have had a white primer base if you're basing it off real life. But I like this S2000. It's got more Japanese on the side. The Eibach, it's got the black hood. Let's see what kind of tampos. Those are pad printed tampos, very nice. And those are the printer style tampos. They look okay. There's still some, I don't really like the Honda logo, but this casting is good. I like this casting. I think those are pad printed, right? They look pad printed. Oh, yeah, those are pad printed because the Honda logo is a little messed up, but it's pad printed. But those look good. The other tampos look pretty good there. The black, nice. The white wheels look pretty good on it. Cool. Okay. Trying to keep them all here. Okay, next up, the Integra GSR. I think this one is probably one of my favorites of the line, how they did the actual paint, because to me it looks very well put together. This is a flat black. It just goes really well, like the colors they chose. Just go really well with that. I don't know if it's picking up on the camera, but the green, like, lightning bolts are almost like tears. They look like a gradient across the whole body. Like, I really like how they did this one. I just think it looks a little more, I don't want to say put together because they all look very similar, but it goes together very well. It's a very cohesive design. Those are pad printed and they look great. That looks good. You can see the Acura. It's got the Acura logo. It's got the headlights are a little thin. They don't fill up the whole headlight like spot right there, but not too bad overall. It's got the Yokohama. Looks good. That looks good in flat black. It looks pretty mean. I like that one. I like that. I like the Type R front end in real life so much better than the USD spec Integra. All right, this 350Z. This is probably the worst release of the bunch. This casting is not the best. This looks more like stained glass to me than camo. The Yokohama looks cool though, but those wheels are absolutely too small for this wheel well. Like this is not a good casting. They really need to redo the 350Z and give us a better casting, because this is just, it's just not good. If you had like the huge wheels that look like 24s, they might fit in the wheel well a little better, but as you can see, this is basically the same size as all the rest of the cars, and it's nowhere big enough for this casting. And it just has silver lights, red lights. Like, there's not a ton of detail on this one. This will probably, I don't know if there's going to be any peg warmers just because this is a good line, but this to me would be the peg warmer out of all of them, just because it's just not very good design-wise. But if you're into wheel swaps, this might be your thing. This might be a good one to pick up. I mean, it rolls well. So, okay, I'm going to put the old ones here towards the back, and then I'm going to try to turn off the lights, and then we'll use the black light to see what these glow like. So let me do that real quick. All right, so I turned off all the lights. I just have one light on as like a base light so I can kind of see what I'm doing. So I'll go ahead and click the black light on, and we can see how well they each glow. Boom. So look at that. That's pretty cool. You can definitely tell there are colors that glow better than the others. Some quick standouts are the orange Tampo colors, like on the GTS-R, the Integra, which looks awesome. The first wave M2, that glows pretty well too. And then both of the yellow cars from wave 1 and 2, the Rally Cat is glowing so crazy. Same with the S2000, that one really glows. And then we just have a little bit of accent glow on the 350Z. And really, that's about it. Some in real life, the pink cars here are glowing a touch, but they're not showing up on camera, but nothing like the orange ones are. Because even not through, like when I look outside the camera, I can see the orange and the yellow ones glow. The GTRs don't glow at all. The Civic doesn't glow. The GT Hunter doesn't glow. Really, the Drift RX7 doesn't really glow either. But the rest, as you can see, the yellow, the orange, accented ones, they seem to glow pretty good. So not too bad. This is just a regular black light I got off Amazon for $12 to do this video, but I'm glad I did it because it is cool to see each of these glow that do glow, because that Integra, man, that thing looks sick with those graphics like that. It does a really good job at the glow. So I hope they put the orange graphics on more stuff because they really glow. And there you can see the little bit of the green on the 350Z. Yeah, the orange, really that whole back corner doesn't glow at all. It's all mostly the front cars here. So not too bad. Let me turn the light back on, or a light back on. So it's not terrible. The yellow ones, if you're going after glow, definitely the highlighter yellow ones. And then the orange, if you have the first wave, the M2 and the Integra, it seems like those orange colored neon tampos right there are really where it's at. Surprisingly, this car did not glow like the yellow ones do. So there must be something about that like pale neon orange color that is different from this body color. But this is a cool line. I like it. I think the cars look great. I think the tampos look cool. They're like race cars, but not. They're just like, they're just cool cars. I don't know how to explain it. I just like like the design of them, how they have the geometric graphics and almost like digital camo on them. The wheels look good, all the different chromes. So a good variation in this line, a good bit of everything. I think I like the second wave better than the first, but the Viper I really love from the first wave, but I do like that RX7 Drift, the S2000, the wagon. There's just a lot of good castings in this line. That's a good reason to collect it because it's actually full of good castings. Even if I didn't really collect this line, like I wasn't making videos of it, I would want to buy it either way because of just the good amount of castings, the like novelty of them glowing. Because if you had a display or like a fish tank style setup in a room somewhere, and at night you turn that on, these cars would glow, or some of them would glow, and it would make for a really cool display. So I like it. I can't wait to pick up the next line. I know the Cadillac CTS-V or ATS-V, one of those is it. What else is there? There's a couple more things. There's a couple sneak peeks from T-Hunted and a couple other places online that had the next wave of these, but I like it. I'm going to collect the next wave, and I'm going to keep buying these because I really like this line. It's cool. It's got extra novelty, good castings. The paint jobs are unique. It's got good wheels. So it's a 3 for 3 there. Not too bad. Even if they don't glow, the castings still look really good. Like that GTR looks pretty nice. So cool. Well, this is Sam, 64 Wheels. Like and subscribe as always. I appreciate you watching. Let me know in the comments which casting was your favorite, if you've bought any of these, or if you've tried and got a different result in the glow effect from them. Let me know as well, because I know it is kind of hard to pick it up on camera, but it's really cool castings in this line. So again, I will link the videos I've done previously, the glow speeders, and then there was something else. I can't remember which other line that I was going to link, but I'll link everything down in the description so you could see it, especially this neon speeders line, because this is pretty rad. So until next time, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.